Happy Sunday, y'all. This is book review week, and I read His Needs, Her Needs recently by Willard F. Harley Jr. And it's just to kind of get me in the mindset of my schooling that's coming up, but it was so good, I have to share it with y'all. So it was really good about, he was really good about discussing what he calls love banks, but you could also use them as like friendship banks and kindness banks and sibling banks and all that jazz. I really believe that this is for anybody and not just for married couples, just because I wish that I had read it sooner. It would have been so helpful to help me with like my colleagues and my clients and my friendships, my siblings. It would have helped out with so much more because he does break down the 10 basic, most used or most needed needs for each person, okay? Not each person, but like each gender. Okay, he breaks it down into most likely this is one and most likely this is another. And so these are the 10 that he lines out. And I'm going to look at them because I've really not been good about remembering all of them. I only remember the ones like my top 5 or my top 3 and my husband's top 3 usually. So some of them seem a little like outlandish. Like you're like, oh, no. There's no way people have those things. But seriously, when you read the book, you understand what he's talking about and how people are more, different than we are. And that's okay, because the world would be really boring if we weren't, different in some way, shape, or form. So there's affection, there's sexual fulfillment, conversation, recreational companionship, honesty and openness, attractiveness of spouse, financial support, domestic support, family commitment, and admiration. And out of those 10, he has you pick like the top, he gives us a couple surveys, and you find your top 5 each. And during the book, while you're reading the book, you work on fulfilling those top 5 needs. I usually stick with the top 3 because honestly, I feel personally that if I'm able to fulfill those top 3 fulfillments, those last 2 really don't matter. But if you can achieve those top 5, that's even better. I'm not going to lie. So for me, I really wish I had read this book sooner, not just so I could have better friendships and coworkers and stuff like that, but honestly, my husband and I were not compatible. We were not compatible. We were more drawn to each other in other ways. And that's okay, because we've made it work throughout the years, and we're super happy now. Like, we've been able to learn more about each other and to help each other grow with each other, and it hasn't been a one-way, like a one-sided thing, which is super nice too. It's been super helpful to be able to come out of the mindset of it's all about me and what I need, and come into the mindset of it's all about them and what they need. Because in a marriage, it's a 50-50 thing. You guys have to work together. As in any relationship you have, whether you're dating, whether you're in a friendship, whether you're in a sibling, your parent, it doesn't matter. It has to be 50-50, and you guys have to work on it for each other. Sorry, my daughter's going to tell me about her laundry. I will help you with your laundry in just a second, okay? Sorry. Back to what I was talking about. So it's really important to come at this book in the perspective of how can I better myself? How can I better myself? And how can I help my relationship? Whatever relationship that is, how can I help that best? Because if we're gonna try to be able to live with anybody else, you have to be able to be compatible. You have to be able to learn with each other and to grow with each other and to make changes. If you're not willing to change, then that's something that you might have to really think about. Like, is this worth it? Is it, something that you really want? Because if you really want something, you're going to make that change. And no one can make that change for you but yourself. And so I really love the book. You should check it out. If you've read the book before and you love a certain thing about it, please, please, please drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and share, and click that little bell on the side for notifications, and say thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
See you next week.